guys, Songbird here. We're actually back here with... Hi pups. They just heard me start recording. I swear they know when I hit that button. We're back here with Would You Rather. This is the first one I haven't filmed back to back. I did the first 4 back to back. Bless you. Lord, he got into something. But this is the first one I haven't done back to back, and a bunch of you guys are telling me that you really like this series. So, hey, we're back with my second session of Would You Rather. So I went ahead and I made an account on the website, hoping that it'll stop some of the questions from being asked more than once. Because I know that does get old, me just having to click the button to get through real quick. Stop it! He must have got into something. My dog has allergies. But, do you need a tissue? But we're going to go ahead and get through these because I know you guys like to see me get to questions that stump me. I do all these on the spot, and you guys, I don't edit these to get out the questions that are hard for me to answer, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Would you rather watch your favorite movie on repeat for a full day or watch Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist once? I love Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. That was an awesome movie. My husband watched it with me. We both love that movie. But my husband gets pissed off at me because when it comes to shows I really love that I own, or when it comes to movies I really love that we have, I can sit down as a writer loving stories, loving characters, and being able to fall into them and take them apart and understand them. I love watching movies or shows over and over and over again and noticing things each time that I didn't notice the last time. So I go in my office all the time and turn on movies or shows that I love, and I'll watch them over and over and over again just to see what I missed, you know, the little innuendos and the little nuances and little clues and stuff that they stick in there for people that really pay attention to get. So I could watch my favorite movies on repeats, you know, for a full day without even stopping. And I'm with the majority. Did everyone hate that movie? I mean, I loved Nick and Nora's Playlist. That was an awesome movie, but yeah. Would you rather be resistant to cold and impossible to freeze to death, or be resistant to heat and impossible to burn to death? Okay. So this is a question of whether you want to burn or whether you want to freeze. I really hate being cold. It's one of the things I can't stand. I live out in the desert of Southern California. It gets up to 120 plus, and the shade here in the summer, it gets extremely hot. But we have a pool, so it's awesome. But the thing is, when you're cold, you could always pile on more clothes, or you could cuddle with someone, or there's always ways that you can warm up. When it's hot, there's only so much you can do. And when it comes to fire, yeah, you can escape, but there's always the burning. And, you know, we've all touched the hot pan. We've all been scalded by water. We've all, you know, I've got burns on my arms from, you know, different cooking mishaps over the years. But I would rather be resistant to heat and impossible to burn to death just because I could always pile on more clothes or cuddle with my husband or, you know, to keep from freezing. So I would rather be resistant to heat. Would you rather be a student the rest of your life or be a teacher the rest of your life? All my life I've always loved learning. So I figure the day you stop learning should be the day you're not here anymore. You should always be open to learning your entire life. But I love learning or sharing what I've learned with other people. So that's a big thing for me too. I would rather keep learning. As much as I love teaching other people, I love learning. And I'm the majority on that one. Maybe I should do like other people are doing and do like the Bean Boozled challenge and eat the god-awful beans, you know, every time I'm the minority. I haven't tried those yet. I'm kind of afraid to because with my luck, I would get the horrible ones every time. Would you rather be able to survive any injury or fall, or would you rather be able to pull out any Acme Corporation product out of your pocket? This is, you guys are going to go, well, why aren't you answering right away? The thing is, yeah, Acme is awesome, but their things go wrong, right? It never turns out well for the coyote, okay? Everything he pulls out of their things goes wrong, and it breaks in the first 5 seconds. So it never goes right for the coyote. Think about that first and foremost. Sorry, Wiley. To be able to survive any injury or fall, here's the thing. It doesn't say that you can't be broken, or you can't be hurt, or you can't be maimed. You can survive any injury or fall. I mean, they've had people that jump out of planes that hit the ground full force and survive. They break every bone in their body to do it, and they're in horrible pain the rest of their lives, but they survive, technically. So the question is, it's not saying you wouldn't be able to survive any injury or fall and walk away unhurt. It just says you'd live. What if you fall and break your neck? And you live. I mean, it's a question of, quality of life, not just are you alive. There's a difference between being alive and actually living. There's surviving and living. I would rather do the Acme Corporation, because even if they break, you kind of expect that. So you put it out there and you build yourself a structure so you're safe when it goes wrong. The whole loophole on the fall thing bothers me. I can't do that. Would you rather be better looking in person, or would you rather be better looking in photos? Here, let me close out my preview, just in case that's making my thing all Would you rather be better looking in person or better looking in photos? I laugh. On the video camera and in photos, I don't wear makeup, and I don't really do my hair. I brush my hair. Occasionally I throw it up in a ponytail when I'm busy or whatever. But, I look the way in person I think that I look in photos anyway. But, I think I'd rather be better looking in person, because all these people that fix their photos, that do like Photoshop and stuff, and do like the glamour shots, or do their makeup and hair and stuff, and Photoshop it so that they look perfect in the photos, and then you see them in person and you're like, oh my God, you don't look like you, never mind. Or you just walk on by. Or you see them in the photos and you go, my God, you're cuter in person, And this is kind of a self-centered and shallow type question, so it's kind of weird for me, but I'd rather be better looking in person. Ha! I'm with the majority. Would you rather have a cute boyfriend who dated other girls, or would you rather have a really ugly boyfriend who was loyal? Neither. I'm married. No, if I wasn't married... Honestly, loyalty and honesty are everything to me. They always have been. Loyalty and honesty are everything. If you don't have loyalty and honesty, what are really the point in being in a relationship anyway? I would rather have a really ugly boyfriend who was loyal and who was good to me than to have a really cute boyfriend who dated other girls. There's people out there in open relationships and it works for them. And I'm not judging people. You should do whatever makes you happy in your life, as long as it's not hurting other people. There's going to be people out there that are like, yeah, he dates me, but he sees others when he's with me. It's cool. He's with me. I like having the one-on-one exclusivity of, just me and that other person. So, yeah, I would rather have the boyfriend who is loyal. I answered this one once before. So, yeah. Would you rather eat... The moldy grapes are smaller, so I would rather do that. Sorry, I'm checking my recording time, you guys. I don't want to run over too long for you. Would you rather be 4 feet tall or 10 feet tall? 10 feet tall, you wouldn't be able to go on planes, really. You wouldn't be able to go on a lot of things. Being short, You guys are going to laugh. There's going to be those of you always gripe about being short. It sucks sometimes being as short as I am. I'm 5'2". I'm not quite Hobbit height. I'm a little above Hobbit height. I broke 5 foot. Give me points. I have to climb shelves at the stores, and there's different things I have to do being short. But being short, I never buy a pair of pants and find out that it's too short for me. I could buy capris, and it's almost perfect length on me. I never have a problem with... Well, I have a longer torso, so it's hard for me to find shirts that are long enough. My legs are shorter than my torso. But I would rather be short than to be too tall, just because of, it would be such a pain in the ass to be 10 feet tall, and you wouldn't fit through doorways, and you'd be like Alice after the shrooms, and no. Would you rather dress only in styles famous 15 years ago, or dress the way you did when you were 15? I think I answered this one already. You answer so many and you forget which ones you've answered. But laugh. I pretty much dress the way I do now, the same way I did when I was 15. I love blue jeans. I love t-shirts and really baggy sweaters. This isn't my favorite sweater, but I love this sweater. And I wear boots all the time. I'm barefoot right now, the same way I always am every time I record, or almost every time I record. I'm barefoot and comfy, damn it. But I'm blue jeans and t-shirts and boots, and all the time. You will once in a blue moon catch me in a dress, and if you do, you better be quick with the camera, because, yeah, I don't wear dresses all that often. But I would rather dress the way I did when I was 15. I almost didn't answer that one. Come on up, Gwen. My pup wants up in my chair. There she goes. Come on. Come on. Jump. Would you rather live in the time of the ancient Romans and Greeks or live in the Dark Ages? As many philosophers and ancient thinkers as there were in ancient Rome and the Greeks, and in that time period, and them doing the roads and the aqueducts and the infrastructure and the politics, would be so interesting to see in person, but being a woman back then, I'm not sure as a woman I would want to go back and live in that era, because I'm not sure off the top of my head how they treated women. But then you think about the Dark Ages, and I'm not sure about how they treated women then either. Both periods. Welcome to feminism. Yeah. But, if I lived in the Dark Ages, I love the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages and studying it, and the lords and knights and ladies. Women of nobility were supposed to be like furniture. You were supposed to be beautiful and silent. You were supposed to stand by your man's side, and, women in power were so rare. And then you go to the fact that even if your family owned a business, if your family owned a business and your husband or your father died, you weren't always given that business. You were seen as a woman, and, you were an outcast if you were out on your own. Or you were property. And if you got pregnant and you had a baby, chances are you might die in childbirth or the Black Plague. So either one of them would have their ups or downs. But just my whole life I've been obsessed with the Middle Ages and the Dark Ages, and I would have loved to have the chance to even go back in time for a little bit, just to see what it was honestly like, because all we know of history is all we've learned through history books and from movies and from newspapers and history class, and we don't really know what happened back then. We just know what we've been told has happened back then. So if I ever had a chance to go back and to actually see what it was really like and not die of the Black Plague or in childbirth or of, being bled for having demons for being crazy, I would love to go to the Dark Ages. This one's running longer than normal, so I think I'll leave it on the next one. Oh my God, I may answer this one just because. Would you rather have a one-night stand or have a friend with benefits? I'm a hardcore romantic. I always have been, I've always been a hardcore romantic. So you think about it, and the idea of a one-night stand, yeah, it's highly romanticized. But the thing is, if you have a one-night stand, it's random and it's prone to regret, and you have that one person, and if it was great, you never see him again because it's a one-night stand in and of itself. If it was terrible, you never see the person again, but, was it really worth it? You have a friend with benefits, if you're single, because I don't believe in cheating, it's one of those, you have a friend with benefits, you could call him up and be like, hey, I have an itch, are you busy? Or, they call you up, hey, I have an itch, are you busy? Not a technical physical itch, but a mental itch, And you've got that friend that you can laugh with and have fun with, and you can cuddle or you can whatever, It wouldn't be as awkward. It would be, relaxed, simple, hey, do you want to? Hey, yeah, I want to, and it's a friend of yours. It's someone you know really well, and hopefully it's someone with a good sense of humor, someone you can be yourself and relax with, and who knows? Maybe down the line you'll find out that maybe you want more out of it, maybe they want more out of it. And there's always the risk of one or the other not wanting more out of it, but you never know if you don't try. So yeah, I honestly, my husband and I are really good friends. You know, we're not just husband and wife, we're not just, everything else. We're friends. We laugh together. We have a lot of fun together, and I firmly believe in that. So I would rather do friends with benefits than a one-night stand. And 85% of the people agree with me. Yay to you, not one-night standers. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Have fun. Would you rather eat only meat or eat only fish? Fish is meat to me. But I'm not going to answer this one. It's both meat to me. So here, I'll not answer the next one. This game is so damn addictive. Soil yourself enough. I'm going to leave this with you guys because I don't want to answer that one. That one's kind of really gross. But this video has been longer than my other ones have been, so I'm going to leave this one with you guys. This has been avsongbird doing Would You Rather. I think this is my 5th one. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long night, and they've actually hit me with a lot of hard questions tonight. So I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have an awesome weekend. Bye, guys.